Hey yo, what's going on everybody? Suro here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I think it's time we make a video on how to trap characters. Now this is a question people have been asking for a long time, but this past week I have seen so many Reddit posts, I've seen so many posts over on Facebook, so many comments in my comment section about how players are trapping not just like one or two characters, but multiple characters. In today's video, I'm going to share with you all the tips that I know. If you guys know anything else, feel free to let us know in the comment section below. And we also just learned of another method that a user, a community member that goes by the name of Knolan in our community has come up with. They are known for amazing dream snaps with so many characters. I will also leave a link to their YouTube channel down below. They have videos on like how to trap companions or how to have companions positioned a certain way. Lots of good content there. Be sure to check it out. And also while you're down there, please be sure to hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm going to break this video up because there are multiple methods. So be sure to stay until the end so you can just know. I mean, all this knowledge is going to be super useful to earn you moonstones week after week with DreamSnaps. But let's jump right into it. Alright, so up first, I'm going to show you the newer method that has been found. So for this, we're going to need to trap some characters. It could be whichever character you want. I'm going to trap just a couple over here. Alright, now that I got 4 characters trapped and positioned in the areas I would want to build my dream snaps or I would want them in, then all we have to do is glitch them out. Now keep in mind that there are multiple methods, like I said in this video. Not all of them are going to work the same way, and some of them don't have as many restrictions. So a new method that Knolan has found out is going to be amazing for getting a ton of characters, but they're not going to be able to do their little idle animation. So I'll show you what I mean by that in a minute. So we go ahead and we have our villagers trapped, and then we want to get Flynn. This usually only works with Flynn and sometimes Hades, because Flynn and Hades has a animation which will have a singular character interacting with them. Other characters like Jack Skellington will have, like, when they do their animation, it'll have the whole crowd looking at them. And Jafar, this really works well with Jafar and Flynn, but I found that Flynn is definitely the best. So I'm gonna go over here and get him real quick. And then just so other characters don't interfere, I would just go ahead and like build in an area so Flynn can work his magic and no other villagers are gonna mess with us. All right, there we go. We got a little cage in here, and all we're gonna do is let Flynn go and just wander around until he interacts with each of the characters. So we're gonna hit bye, let's hang out, and we want him to do his little poster animation. So let's just wait around for that. We have 4 characters here. All right, there we go. And then he interacts with Rapunzel, and then we just want to go over here, go into furniture mode, back out, interrupt the interaction. He's now doing it to Belle. So we're just going to come over here, go to furniture mode, back out, interrupted it. Now he's going to do it with Anna. Same thing, go over here, go into furniture mode. We're going to back out, and then he's going to go over here and do it to Wally. And then we're going to do the same thing, go over here, furniture mode, and back out. Now, all 4 characters should be frozen in place. As you see, they are not moving at all. And the great thing is, once Flynn does the poster animation to one character, he's not going to go back and talk to him and do it again. So as you see, that was very simple. Keep in mind, I could have just got very lucky. This doesn't, it usually happens pretty like easy if you have a large area that he can roam, and then he'll talk to him and glitched out. But not always. You guys know how Dreamlight Valley works. Sometimes it might take him a while to actually do the poster animation. But they are completely frozen in place now. If I use my little camera mode, they'll look at me. They'll turn the direction I want them to and position them. But if I back out, they're frozen completely. So from here, I can go and remove every single rock, and they are not going to move. The only thing that would cause them to actually move is if I were to go inside of a house, inside of a restaurant, or just fully teleport off of this island, or like have a villager come up here and interact with them. So now that I have my DreamSnap space, I can go over here. I could have them facing forward like this, and then back out. And then I could pose for my DreamSnap. Now, like I said, they're not going to do their little idle animation, but I have my characters here. I could do this for all of the characters if I wanted. And then I can take Flynn and have him just leave the area. To do that, of course, just follow and then exit this area completely. But yeah, they are completely stuck here. Now, what if I walk up there? I'm going to go through the characters. Is this not the greatest tip ever? Knolan, you are amazing. Now, you may be wondering how to actually get them to like stop doing this if you want a specific character. So for that, you would just have like, let's get Anna over here. We're going to hit let's hang out. And then we're going to go over here. And she's not going to move, right? She's completely frozen. Then all you have to do is go over here and do some fishing. And then voila, she's going to teleport beside me. And then now she's going to follow me around. So she's good. And if I wanted her to get frozen again and say a different spot, maybe I wanted her back here, maybe I want her up closer, I would just get her trapped right there. And then we would freeze her again. Now this method might not always be in the game, but GameLoft does take a long time to patch stuff. So use this while you have it. Alright, so that is absolutely amazing. Now I'm going to show you another trick that a lot of people use. And then a little bit later, I'm going to show you the method I pretty much always use to trap the characters. So this next one is revolving around Touch of Magic. There are a few items that you can get that you can use to trap the characters and do this trick. And then if you have a lot of daisy coins, there is another item that's going to make it even easier, in my opinion, because it takes up less space. You have all of these Touch of Magic items here. We got the basic lamp. These basic chairs are pretty cheap to make, so we can go ahead and craft 4 of them. And then we would go and place them down, and then you would trap one of your characters. So I would go over here and use this. Now, this is definitely the cheaper way to do this method. You know, trapping your characters using the chairs. And you'll see what we do in just a minute. But I like to use the trophies. So let me show you about those. So for this, you would just want to go into Daisy's boutique. And then you would want to purchase some things. Now remember, there's multiple methods. So stay tuned throughout the whole video. This is just one that I think a lot of players don't know about. So you want to go over here to Can I See Your Shop? We want to go to Furniture. And then you can purchase items such as like this one right here. So you could get a few of these basic boutique trophies if you want to, but you don't have to. So you could buy a couple of these to trap your characters. Now they do cost the 500 daisy coins, which is 5 days of doing her little challenges, which is quite a bit. So let me show you how this works. Grab your character, have them follow you. You would place them wherever you want in your DreamSnap. I'm going to do it in the open so you guys can actually see. So then I would go to customize over here and I would scroll down to these. I colored it. You don't have to, obviously. So you could like place these down to trap a character kind of like this. So I have all 4 out. And then I would go and I would bring and just kind of like push her and scoot her into the position that I would want her to be in for my DreamSnap. And you could place her there. And then we would trap her like that. And then obviously we would have her stop following us, because if they are following you, they are not going to do their unique animations for DreamSnaps. So remember, that's why you want to trap them and not have them follow you, so they can actually do the stuff. So then say you're doing your DreamSnap, you could do this and you want her doing that, but you don't want these trophies to show. You would toggle this right here and then snap your picture. And then that's how you would have her standing in one spot. So for example, if you had 4 characters, you could have one trapped here, one here, one here, and one here using the Touch of Magic. Now, the thing about the Touch of Magic is once you toggle that, you have to snap the picture quickly, because as you see, she's going to leave. And the items are going to be here. You would have to go get those characters again and get them back into the space. So you would have to have her follow you and then go back here and do that. So it's one of those things that this Touch of Magic trick, it can be useful, but you have to be very quickly. And it's one of the better ways to get a lot of characters to stay in one spot. So I'll show you again really quickly. You would trap them like this, have them stop following you. And then you would just go line up your shot however you want. You could wait for her to do her little animation, and then you would click on this and then quickly take your picture whenever they're doing the animation. That way all your characters are in place. Now, I don't usually use that, and it takes a while to grind up enough to actually get all of those. So what I usually do is just take the characters And I use a different method. So I would want, like, say Rapunzel over here. I would have her follow me. And then we're going to trap her in a spot a little bit closer. So I would trap her like right here. And I use cologne bottles. So I would just do this. And they're so small and they're very easy to hide. And the villagers can't walk over them. So I would just kind of trap it like this. And then have her stop following me, of course. And then I would trap my other character with cologne bottles as well. And then I would come over here and I just have to sit there and wait for them to do their little animation that I want them to do. You always want something in front so the people that are seeing your DreamSnap can't see the cologne bottles. So a lot of people will hide them with like flowers, some bushes, candles. I use candles a lot. These right here to hide the cologne bottles. But it allows them to roam freely in the area that you designated. So you can make it bigger or smaller. And again, make sure that they're not following you so they can do their little secret animation. So that is the method I use the most. It doesn't have to be cologne. You can use any other items as well. But see, she's always going to be trapped in that one spot. And now that she's not following me, she's free to do this thing so that I can snap my picture like this. I'd use clone bottles to trap another character like Flynn over here. And that's how I usually get my dream snaps. And to get Flynn, I would just trap her in that one spot. And then I would go and try and find Flynn. He's over here. So I would then just go over there, have him follow me, drag him to this spot because she's already trapped in one spot. And I would trap him over there. So you may be wondering, how do I get characters if they're like not on the map, or if they're not, you know, say they're like in a restaurant or something. Well, for that, one way, say you're over here in a DLC map like Storybook Vale, you want to place their house over here like in the biome that you're in or close to it, anywhere on the map really. And then you could teleport, leave, come back, and they should spawn over in this area on that side of the map. So that's one way. You can also use other items, like say you have the bonfire item. You can use this to pull characters out of restaurants. So I have like this fire pit. You can also use it for the stage items. And then you would put it somewhere further away. You could also put fence around it so the villagers aren't getting in your shot. And then you would get your camera out and then go to the, well, it needs to be highlighted. So let me back up. There we go. Once it's highlighted, you can activate it. And we didn't get Flynn that time. So we would want to sit there and try again. So you could use another bonfire, or you could try to use this again. And we got Flynn right here. So he's over in the area that we need. Now you have a bunch of villagers in here that could get in your shot. That's why I say call them from further away. So you could put them like over here, or put your fire pit inside and fence it off with fence so they can't leave. And then you would just go and grab Flynn and drag him over there as well. So I would just take him over here. Rapunzel's still in her spot. And I would trap him right here for my dream snap. And you can use other items if you don't have that one. The Coco Stage Showstopper, which is a premium shop item. You can use the Ursula's item. You have the Rock Concert Stage. I don't believe this one here will call villagers, but I do know the Ursula one will. So let's see. Come up here, get to the corner. You have to wait till it's highlighted. There we go. So that one works. This one does not work. I believe this is the one you can craft. So it's more of like a free-to-play item. And you can't do that one. So those are a couple items that you could use to get your villagers over here. You also have this feature on your map. You can click over here to toggle characters on or off. So like we have Tiana over here. It usually doesn't work for me. See, I toggle on or off. Sometimes you have to go inside or leave and it works, but for me, usually this feature doesn't work, so I don't use it too much. But that's pretty much it. The only other thing you really need to know is if you can like fast travel and stuff. So you want to make sure you don't have any characters following you if you do have to fast travel. So I would take Anna here. I'd say bye, let's hang out later. And then let's go to my map. And I can actually teleport and fast travel somewhere else, and they're still going to be there. So Anna's still there. And all the other characters are still there. But if I were to go like inside of a house and then I end up leaving the house, you're going to see that the characters have completely disappeared. So just keep in mind that you don't want to accidentally go in your house or in Scrooge's house or teleport somewhere else, because they will be gone. But that's it for the video. I hope this video helped you out a lot. I hope this kind of clears up and answers the question on how players are, trapping their characters. Don't let it get too overwhelming. If you have a day, you have some extra time, go ahead and try out that method. My method that I was showing with the clone bottles, that's something is more for like anyone can definitely use very easily. If you have extra time for your DreamSnap and stuff, you should definitely try out Knolan's method if you want to do like a massive, just incredible DreamSnap. Like imagine having a ton of characters all facing, the camera and stuff. You're going to place very high if the background's decorated nicely and the characters aren't like taking up too much of the screen. But it's going to be one of those people are going to look at and be like, dang, how did they get all these characters? Well, that's it for the video. Thank you guys so much. Have fun with it, and I'll see you in the next one.